The prestigious Indian Institutes of Management seem to be on a collision course with the Union Human Resources Development Ministry now over a contentious draft IIM bill which has been put up for public consultations by the ministry. IIMs are worried about clauses which seem to directly impinge on their autonomy and have now written to the ministry.
Is a confrontation brewing between Premier B schools and the HRD ministry over the draft IIM bill? IIM Ahmedabad has registered its reservations, writing to the HRD ministry why it believes the bill could impact the autonomy of the premier institutes.
There are some very seemingly small changes, but they have very big impact. So, for example, there is a subtle change, which is that regulations have to be pre-approved by government. But the impact of that is quite massive. For instance, there are several items that are determined by regulation according to the Act, ranging from the strategic right down to operational, from the way the chairman selected.
This draft bill was put up by the HRD ministry on its website recently, and IIMs are complaining that contentious clauses have been incorporated despite submissions by the institutes that their autonomy should not be impacted. IIMs point out that the clauses 35 and 36 robs the Board of Governors of its powers. The draft maintains that Board of Governors will be the principal executive body, but grants centre powers to override the board. Board can make rules regarding tenure, remuneration, etc. for IIM employees, but only after taking centre's approval. The ministry's approval will also be needed for admission criteria, fees, scholarships and fellowships, as well as how to conduct board meetings. IIMs fear they would be reduced to a recommendatory body from an academic institution.
I think each and every IIM will read it for its own, from its own perspective. My sense is that most of the IIMs, pretty much every IIM, will feel a sense of concern about loss of autonomy.
IIMs hope their reservation to the draft bill would be taken into account by the HRD ministry,
hoping that this confrontation would be avoided and their points would be considered by the Union HRD ministry. In Ahmedabad, Rohit Ban for NDTV.